I converted this unused space and it's now generating £5,000 a month, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Welcome back to Josh Uncut. Those frequent viewers of the channel will know we bought a hotel back at the beginning of July. There was this unused empty space at the back of the hotel. It needed a wee bit of love put into it, and we had the architecture around and we're going to draw up plans, maybe knock down walls. How can we make more revenue out of this? How can we sweat the asset? One morning I just woke up and I thought, we don't need to do anything. It's good to go. All we had to do was a little bit of light decoration to call it an Airbnb, advertise it, and now it's generating £5,000 a month. And there was no need to try and reinvent the wheel. All we need to do is turn my 2 empty rooms into bedrooms, this into an apartment. Because it had a kitchen and the boiler, I thought, can't really turn that into a guest bedroom. You could turn it into an Airbnb because people would expect that in an Airbnb. Great use of space. Let's flash back to how it was before. I'll give you a wee tour of what it was 3 weeks ago. Come in. So we've started stripping some wallpaper. We need to move the fire panel into the vestibule. These are shower switches for upstairs. We need to move all that, so the builder's going to be doing all that work, giving it a fresh lick of paint. Up here, a small room. This used to be the computer room, so we're going to put in small double bed, bunk beds. We're not really too sure what's cut and boards. Take away this old wallpaper, just give it a lick of paint and make it a bit more sleek and modern. In here is the shower, but that's actually ideal, so we don't need to do a lot in there. So this used to be the kitchen where all the breakfast got cooked. We've taken off the gas. The guests can't blow up the building, and we'll put an electric hob in there. We're going to put a wee table and chairs in here, so we need to cut out a bit of this so guests come in can have a breakfast on a small table and chairs. It'd be ideal for a family, mum and dad through there, kids upstairs. Perfect. I was having a chat with my builder and there's lots of technology you can put in. So for example, if a guest opens up the window, it cuts off the heating to the room. So you can't be blasting the heating and having cold air coming in at the same time. So we need to put thermostats in all the rooms so that we control the temperature. In here, this would be the master bedroom for the family. We've got a beautiful bathroom in here, which is a good selling point because most places you only get showers. So if you book this apartment, you get a bathroom and a shower. Amazing. Welcome to the future. Here we are 3 weeks later with all the renovation work's been done. I'll talk you through this one. Just got the lighting sorted in here, ripped out that old wallpaper. Price point for this is £160 to £200 per night. So we're not going to do it up like the Savoy. Quick, grey, white, nothing too fancy for what we're doing here. In here, a new carpet. The old carpet was just old. Again, the carpet costs under £200. Guests have just been staying here, so it's not made up yet. You know, quick, simple, bought the furniture from IKEA. Good quality, quick, simple, not expensive. Bed from IKEA, and then you know the builder's just done a couple nice wee shelves, USB socket up a little bit higher. Fantastic. Couple of wee touches that we put in. TK Maxx, amazing. Look at this, a nice wee cup for the toothpaste. Small touches, wee trinkets. Still on my shopping list to get some wee trinkets for here to make it feel a bit more homely. Kitchen, there wasn't much to do here. I think you remember last week this was cut out, so we got that put in so it's gas safe. That was it, just a quick tidy up. The guests have got an amazing, they can have a filtered coffees when we get here. Nothing too fancy. Couple new light switches. A TV with a fire stick. If you watched our video last week, you see me running about picking all this stuff up. A bed again from IKEA. Tables from Amazon, nothing too complicated and just a wee desk, so we've got somewhere to sit. Just when you're doing this sort of thing, it's like, what's your price point? Our price point's £160 to £200 per night, so we're not going to go out and buy an £800 mattress. It's not for you, it's for the guests. As long as it's clean, comfortable and easy to use. We just listed it on Airbnb and that's it. Kind of limiting our audience, but until we've got our channel manager and property management system set up, we're going to struggle to advertise it in many places. We love Airbnb as hosts because Airbnb only takes 3% commission, but we do charge you guests 15% commission. So when working out your prices, you do have to bear that in mind. Whereas booking.com charge you anywhere from 15 to 20% commission. So occupancy, obviously we've just launched. August it's full, September it's come up with about 75-85% full. Most bookings come within 30 days before you book out. Our biggest mistake was not thinking of this soon enough. You know, this should have been on the radar months before we even completed the purchase. Instead it came about 1 month after, so we missed out on a whole month's revenue. You know, have you got an empty space where you can sweat the asset? Maybe you don't own a hotel, but have we done it with the gardening business where we've built the shed centre, we do the Christmas trees, sweating the asset and tweaking that model, just bringing that extra revenue. If you're not thinking about that, you're missing a trick. So we're halfway through August, so it's brought us in about $2.5 so far. We're hoping this will bring in 5k per month on average over a year. And it was an empty space. It can be applied to buying anything. How can you maximize the resources that you have without adding too much expense? Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week to see the next episode. Like and subscribe and give me your comments below.